Hello, my name is Olutayo Oke and I am here to give presentation about my final project of my class ITT 370 designing a wireless network. So let's start. First I'm going to talk about wireless local area network. Wireless local area network is a wireless distribution method for two or more devices that use high frequency radio waves and often include an access point to the internet. There are two major parts in WLAN, that is access point and clients. Unlike a traditional wide line network in which devices communicate over Ethernet cables, devices on a WLAN communicate via Wi-Fi. They can communicate with other devices on the network the same way they would on a wide network. In a WLAN, data is transmitted over the air using one of the Wi-Fi 802.11 protocols. WLAN, the wireless area network, is a network in which devices communicate with the internet using access point, and they serve internet for different purposes using that access point without any having any physical medium like Ethernet cable or anything like that. Now I'm going to talk about network infrastructure. We will design a WLAN for a college campus. That is my final project, and that is my topic of that project. In that, I have used routers, switches, wireless controller and access points. Proper security measurements should be taken such that there are no gaps left. The network should be highly secured in order to protect college assets. Users should securely browse the internet and also access the internal resources as well. The devices should have complex passwords so no person other than college users can access it. Even inside the network, we have separate APIs for student and faculty departments as different policies will be applied easily. Now I'm going to talk about some security features about WLAN. As WLAN is more vulnerable to attacks and breaches, that's why you have to design it completely secure. One of the standards designed to address this inherent lack of security, the wireless encryption protocol, that we can also say that WEP, is a full of holes with the new continuity being found. We have used WPA2 pre-shared key. It is one of the most highly secured protocol that is used to secure wireless networks. Most wireless access points now use Wi-Fi protected access 2 with a pre-shared key for wireless security known as WPA2 PSK. The simplest method of securing your network using the WPA or WPA2 standard, in which the use of pre-shared key authentication, the key should be complex. Means we can set a security key like password on the internet, and only the person who can have that key can access our network. No one other can access our wireless network. So by using these two technologies, WPA or WPA standards, we can enhance the security of our WLAN service of our Wi-Fi. We can also say that. Now let's talk about rogue access points. A rogue access point is a wireless access point that has been installed on a secure network without explicit authorization from a local network administration. In order to avoid rogue access points, we should disable all unused ports, and we should also enforce port security so that unknown MAC address cannot connect to the network. Additionally, we can have separate networks for different users such that we can apply policies on them and give them the access of only what they want. By doing this, it's less likely to introduce rogue AP. The existence of an unauthorized AP leaves your network susceptible to attack by anyone who has wireless connection and is within close enough proximity to see it. This is the sum of the rogue access point, means someone who can access your wireless area network by using undefined ports or other thing like that, without any administrator access. So these are the for methods you can use to avoid that. Steps you can use to avoid that. Now let's talk about bring your own device. Some workers or employees of a firm of any firm decided to bring their own devices to the office or their firm, and they use their Wi-Fi, and they use their Wi-Fi of the firm on their devices. So we have to do some precautions and take some precautions so that the sensitive data of our firm cannot be go out by using that device. So let's talk about that. BYOD is a short for bring your own device, a phrase that refers to the practice of allowing employees to bring their own mobile devices to work for use with company network. BYOD has become a huge trend amongst enterprises, with a nearly 1 by 3 of employees using personal devices at workplace worldwide. Decide which device types and brands your organization supports. If you allow personal devices to tap into campus network and hold valuable data, you need to ensure that it is protected. Create a security policy that includes guidelines for password encryption, data backup, and any other practice used to protect your company data. Those users should be given limited access to the company's internal network, and limited apps and software should be allowed to install and use. So these are the things we have to consider about if we allow any students or teachers to allow their own devices, to allow them to use their own devices on the campus network or anything like that. Now let's talk about other security guidelines. To ensure the integrity of your network, you might want to ban certain apps, software, and games that could pose a security risk. Means if you are allowing your users or anyone to use your wireless network on the campus or anything like that, so you have to restrict them to using some softwares or apps that is vulnerable to your firm's policy or campuses, anything like that. There are many commercially available antivirus and security applications that scan and protect devices from common threats. IT and security teams should assist employees in selecting and installing antivirus software on their systems as well. Browsing certain sites or transmitting personal data while connected to the company network could lead to potential legal issues or sending inappropriate material. In order to use company's end devices, every user should be assigned a unique username and password, and there should be a time frame defined in which they will use the campus network. So by using these guidelines, security guidelines, we can minimize our risk of the firm or privacy of the firm. So by using these, our data much more gets secure, and it is difficult to get out by you if we use these policies. If we using antivirus software on devices, if we not allowing users to use unauthorized apps, softwares, and any other games like that, and we also restricting them to use certain sites that is harmful for our firm or another campus like that. So, and we also applying unique password, is username and password to each client, so only the specific persons can access it, and who has the key and username and password can access it, and that's maximize the security very well. Now, wireless controller. First we have to create an account for an administrator with username and password. First of all, we have to create an administrator, the one person who will manage all the things, who have the access of all the things, the administrator. He can do whatever he want. We have to create an account for that. After sign up, then the user will have to sign in the wireless controller, and after doing some basic configuration, we will get a main dashboard of the wireless controller. After we create an administrator, the user can log in the wireless network by using their username and password. The administrator can log in the network, and after some basic configuration, what are the other wireless network configuration, the administrator can access the wireless configuration dashboard of the wireless controller. It gives us central access to all access points installed on the network. All WLC models support GUI and CLI based configuration, and WLCs are most often configured via their nicely generated GUI. Wireless controller configuration, we can made changes in their configuration by using interfaces and also by command line. So if the administrator can like to do made changes in the network, he can use interface, or also if he wants to use by command line, he can do by both of them, by using both of them. Working with any WCL model gives the administrator a great advantage as the interface is identical across all WLC models, making it easy to manage and configure regardless of the WLC model. Now these are some of the wireless controller configuration about administrator. How he can do it, what is the best way he will use, it's all depend on him. Now these are some of the references you can use to get more information about that. 8 ways to keep your network safety and secure with a Boyd company policy that you can use. Rogue access points, introduction to Cisco wireless controller. These are the 3 references you can use to get more information about my topic. Thank you so much. Have a great day. Bye bye.